National Chairman APGA Chief Oye described as epitome of accountability as he celebrates 66th birthday. NUJ to partner stakeholders in health sector for upcoming health summit. FG plans measures to checkmate bandit attacks on schools. And Tunisia Islamist opposition leader appears in court over corruption and money laundering. Before the news in details, there is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning and welcome to the news. My name is Nonye Nwokoye. Apologies for the mix-up in the start of the news. Now, the national chairman of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA Chief Ike Oye, says it has been a great life journey at 66. Ekwi Ajide, ABS Abuja Bureau Chief, reports that the national chairman, who spoke at a surprise birthday party organized by some party members to celebrate his new age, thanked supporters and friends of the party for making his reign worthwhile. We have details.
It was an evening of surprises and accolades as speaker after speaker eulogized the chairman, who they described as godly, humane, and an epitome of accountability. Addressing the guests, Chief Oye, while thanking God for leading him through the 66 years on earth, thanked the organizers for what he termed a coup well plotted and urged members to always trust in God, as he alone knows their problems at all times. He prayed for a better Nigeria in his time, saying that his sojourn in politics in over 40 years has been a great success, as APGA has grown in leaps and bounds since he mounted the leadership.
The journey has been very tortuous, but God has been of immense support and help to us. And I continue to thank God for his mercy and love. And I pray God that in my time, Nigeria will be better than it is today.
Speakers at the surprise party, including Honorables Chris Azubog and Leo Nwuba, and the APGA Vice Chairman Southeast, Chief Uche Nwobo, said they are celebrating visionary leadership that has shaped and held the party strongly together to oust imposters. For others, such as the organizing chairman of the party, Chief Emeka Okonkwo, National Youth Leader of APGA, Chinedu Nebife, Nnanna Nzewi, Chief Chikwe Udensi, amongst others, said he is a leader who has touched every aspect of their lives and treats everyone equally, as he has no favorite. In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide, ABS News.
We say congratulations to the chairman of APGA there. More beautiful years to you. Now, the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, has paid a courtesy visit to Chief Medical Officer, CMD, Princeton Orthopedic and Specialist Hospital, Awka, to discuss possible partnership in the upcoming NUJ National Health Summit Week. Our correspondent, Onyine Agobeze, has the details.
In his address, the chairman of the NUJ Anambra chapter, Dr. Emeka Odogwu, thanked the CMD, Dr. Amechi Nwachukwu, for his philanthropic efforts, which included assisting accident victims, providing free treatments to the less fortunate, and subsidizing treatment for NUJ members. Dr. Emeka also thanked the CMD for agreeing to chair the event and requesting collaboration in the NUJ's health care.
We want to partner with you in every way we can. It's not only about coming to hospital. Yes, coming to hospital is good, but we equally want to build a better society, because you also is a philanthropist championing a good society. You also a health practitioner healing the society. You also an evangelist and a pastor equally saving lives for Christ. We want you to save us in the NUJ. Is it not?
Earlier, Mrs. Chinyere Fesi Okoye, chairman of the NUJ Health Committee, stated separately that the purpose of the visit is to request his presence at the summit as the event's chairman and to solicit his support for a successful event. Mrs. Chinyere stated that in the course of carrying out their duties as journalists, they forget to imbibe healthy lifestyles, and as such, they have been mandated to carry out this health activity and educate themselves on good health practices.
And we are giving the mandate to organize activities that will help us to attract Medicare, lecturers, and all of more that will help to educate most journalists on what is expected of us to stay healthy in the course of our duty. So that mandate is what we are now carrying out with these events that we are scheduled to come up on the 27th of this month, the last Wednesday in the month of July.
Accepting the invitation, Dr. Amechi Nwachukwu thanked the NUJ for selecting him as chairman and pledged partnership with the union in encouraging the media to do their job as the society's watchdog. Dr. Amechi emphasized the importance of always checking one's health status because there may be underlying health issues.
I want to thank you for actually inviting me and be your friend and a partner in progress. I haven't done a lot with many of you, you know. I wish to accept the invitation and also say that I've seen the appeal that you sent. The truth is that these things are very important, you know. Health is very important among every practitioner. Whether you're a doctor, whether you are a journalist, whether you're an engineer, so it's very important that this health thing has been, included in your project and in your plan of the year, so that people can look at their health very well.
In a vote of thanks, Comrade David Eleke praised the CMD, Dr. Nwachukwu, for being philanthropic and media-friendly. In Oka, I am Onye Agubeze reporting for ABS News.
Parishioners, friends and family yesterday assembled at the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG Peace Parish Area Headquarters, Nkwele Okuzu, Oyi Council Area, for a special send-off service in honor of Pastor Cornelius and Deaconess Nonyelum Ajero, who were transferred to another parish after serving as the minister in residence. For details and more, let's join Blessing Uchendo.
The special service, which was attended by members of the church from across the country, also served as a moment to share testimonies of God's goodness and show of gratitude through thanksgiving. In a sermon, the pastor in charge of Province 1, RCCG, Anambra 1, Emmanuel Kayode, advised ministers of God to ensure that the word of God gets to the yet to be reached with the aim of winning more souls for Christ. In a message titled Honoring the Servants of God, Pastor Kayode called on the Christians to keep praying for church leaders and charged the ministers of God to expand the scope of evangelism, resist challenges, and ensure that Christ is always seen in them.
I commend the congregation and the pastorate for this honor. Praise that God will take them from glory to glory, from grace to grace, that they will remain relevant and they will do more exploit for God.
On his part, the new area pastor in charge of RCCG Peace Parish Okuzu, Pastor Emmanuel Oji, who testified how God used Pastor Ajero to spread the gospel of Christ in the area, prayed for more grace upon his family and promised to carry on from where he stopped. In their separate remarks, Pastor Ajero and his wife Nonyelum, a staff member of Anambra Broadcasting Service, recalled God's faithfulness upon them throughout their years of evangelism in the parish and thanked members of the church for supporting their ministry during their stay. They equally called on the parishioners to avail their successors stronger support to enable them succeed in God's work.
My charge to them is to be faithful. I want my members, I want the congregation to be faithful to their God, to serve Him in truth and in spirit.
Today is our 7th. They'll set aside today to honor us, to bless us. The joy of the Lord is my strength. I'm so happy to be here.
In their different testimonies, Messrs. Henry Kalu, Goody Obuago, and Grace Ewesiobi acknowledged the goodness of God upon them and how God used Pastor Jero and his family to touch many souls, even as they prayed for more grace upon their lives. The special service featured prayers, praises, and thanksgiving as the congregation danced to the glory of God.
New executive members of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, have been charged to sustain the temper of operational standards of the outgoing team so as to remain the best performing regional economic community on the continent. Nigeria's Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Zubairu Dada, gave the charge at the handing over ceremony of the President of the ECOWAS Commission, Jean-Claude Cassibrao, in Abuja. ABS Abuja Bureau Ekwi Ajide has details of that report.
The 4-year tenure of Jean-Claude Cassibrao, President of the ECOWAS Commission, elapsed this July 2022, and Dr. Omar Aliu Toure, a Gambian who assumed office as President of the ECOWAS Commission, is expected to work for the next 4 years. Addressing the assemblage, the Minister of State applauded the outgoing team for having worked tremendously despite the daunting challenges of insecurity, poverty, health, as well as the Russia and Ukraine war, which he noted has ravaged the region with food crisis. He urged them to place the interests of the people they represent above other issues to ensure the enhancement of the ECOWAS Commission, advising the new management to ensure accountability and effective administration to boost citizens' confidence in the region.
This occasion aptly presents an opportunity for us to reflect on the achievements of the outgoing management in the hope that the new management will not lower the standards but build on the successes that have already been recorded.
For the outgoing President of ECOWAS Commission, Jean-Claude Cassibrao, the past 4 years have been spent on implementing their mandate despite numerous difficulties faced by the region. He therefore commended the ECOWAS member states for their support to victims of natural disasters and conflicts arising from terrorist attacks in the sub-region. He advised that the regional action plan to combat terrorism in West Africa that has been elaborated be implemented, as it would be effective in addressing security challenges. While the incoming president of the ECOWAS Commission, Dr. Omar Aliu Toure, on his part, commended heads of states and governments for entrusting him and his team with the office, noting that there is need for constant collaboration and commitment with partners to arrest hunger and poverty in the region, especially at these critical moments of insecurity.
I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all incoming statutory appointees for their nomination as leader of ECOWAS institution for the next 4 years. Our multilateral and bilateral partners will all agree that at no moment has partnership been so important than now. The insecurity we face at various levels would require deeper partnerships and consistent collaboration. Our partnership should therefore be sufficiently equitable and efficient to enable us to lift our people from abject poverty through capacity building, investment, and fair trade.
However, in a bid to reduce operational costs as proposed by member states, the ECOWAS Commission, which previously had 15 executives, now has 7 members charged with the responsibility of making the institution more people-oriented and developmentally driven to achieve the set targets. In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide, ABS News.
Now, the federal government is to adopt some specific measures aimed at checkmating incessant bandit attacks on soft targets, especially schools in Nigeria. Some of the measures include temporary abolition of boarding schools in rural areas, creating a special security unit for schools, and introduction of security studies into the curriculum of our institutions. The Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Education, Mr. Andrew Adejo, who announced this in Yola at the 81st Joint Consultative Committee on Education, said other measures included drilling of students and teachers on emergency measures, construction of perimeter walls around schools, and the installation of CCTV and alarm system. Adejo noted that it had become very pertinent in the light of attacks on our educational institutions, kidnapping of innocent children, wards, and even parents and guardians, culminating in an unsettling air of insecurity that threatens our educational systems. The need to ensure the delivery of qualitative education in Nigeria is a common trend that runs through all parents, hence the need to ensure the existence of a peaceful, secure, and serene environment for effective teaching and learning. Only if we work individually and collectively towards eliminating extreme cases of fear and uncertainty. On business news, the banking sector credit to the government shot up by 35% in the first half of 2022, HI22, according to the Money and Credit Statistics for June 2022 released by the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, which shows that credit to the government rose to 17.9 at the end of June 2022 from 13.3 trillion naira at the end of December 2021. The data also indicated that growth rates in banking sector credits to the government was faster than private sector credits, though the absolute volume of private sector credit remains higher. At 39.3 trillion naira in the HI22 credits to the private sector grew by 11% from 35.2 trillion naira as at December 2021. Meanwhile, net credit to the economy rose to 52.2 trillion naira at the end of June 2022 from 44.2 trillion naira at the end of December 2021, representing 29% growth in HI22. Analysts have expressed great concern on the rise in government debt when compared to its revenue, projecting a higher debt service to revenue ratio this year. The head of the Islamist Ennahda party in Tunisia, Rashid Ghannouchi, has arrived in court for questioning by the counter-terrorism prosecutor. He is being investigated of allegations of corruption and money laundering connected to a charity that's linked to Ennahda. Mr. Ghannouchi says the accusations against him and his party are politically motivated. Ennahda had led opposition to President Kais Saied, who has effectively introduced one-man rule with a referendum on changing the constitution due to be held this month. On sports news, Anthony Joshua has been warned Alexander Usyk is looking dangerous as he prepares for the rematch next month and is sending sparring partners packing. The British heavyweight takes on the Ukrainian in a rematch for the WBA, IBF and WBO titles. The clash will take place in Saudi Arabia as Joshua looks for revenge against Usyk, who outpointed him with ease when they met back in September at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. But any chance of Usyk getting complacent seems to have vanished, with the world champion preparing with brutal sparring sessions with the likes of Kazakhstan and beaten heavyweight Nursultan Amanzlo. Amanzlo is one of the many sparring partners working with Usyk at his Dubai training camp. The Ukrainian left his homeland to prepare for the fight after spending weeks protecting his family amid the Russian invasion. And with that sports news, we come to the end of the news. But remember, you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And the main news again. National Chairman Abga Chief Oye has been described as epitome of accountability as he celebrates 66th birthday. NUJ is to partner stakeholders in health sector for upcoming health summit. Federal government has planned measures to checkmate bandits' attacks on schools. And on the foreign scene, Tunisia Islamist opposition leader has appeared in court over corruption and money laundering. And here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the news. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Nonya Okoye. Have a great day.